Good evening, everybody. But this is just going to be a quick video to tell you something I found out of interest the other day. It's about the Joseph McStay family. I don't know if any of you remember this. You probably will after I tell you a little bit about the story. But all this happened in 2010, February of 2010. Joseph McStay and his wife and two sons went missing. They went missing from their California home. Family members said that they had gone in and there was fresh groceries, like grocery bags that hadn't yet been put away, that was on the tables. There were eggs out. But the whole McStay family was gone. Their van was gone. They were gone. However, the dogs were there. The door was open. They said that the McStay family loved their dogs very much and would never just leave their dogs there unattended like that without feeding them just to go off somewhere. Family couldn't get a hold of them. They weren't getting a hold of the family. They launched an investigation and found that at one point the McStay's family van was seen at the Mexican border, and that 4 people, according to the security cameras, 4 people had gotten out of that van. They assumed it to be a man, a woman, and 2 small children, and had simply walked across the Mexican border into Mexico. They were assuming at the time that it was Joseph McStay and his wife and his 2 young sons that had just give up everything, walked across the border to Mexico, and maybe had run into some Mexican cartel and had gotten into some trouble there. But that's not what happened. I believe it was last week, the McStay family bodies were found in the Mojave Desert in California. There were 2 shallow graves and 2 bodies each. I'm not sure whether the man and the woman was in one and the children were in the other. I'm not sure how they were divvied up, but I know there were 2 graves which contained 4 bodies. The 2 adult bodies, skeletal remains, have been positively identified as Joseph McStay and his wife. The children's bodies are still being autopsied for a positive identification, but you know as well as I know that those will be the McStay children. Not sure what kind of trouble they were in to have the Mexican cartel or whoever did it to come and get them and remove them from their home and to take them out to the desert. It makes you wonder, were they into drugs? Were they into some kind of things? Was maybe just he in it and his wife didn't know, and that would be just awful, in that case if she had no idea what was going on. It's awful anyway whether she knew what was going on or not. For the cartel or whoever does these kind of things, they have to be totally heartless, especially to kill anybody, but especially to kill small children who had absolutely nothing to do with this. Absolutely nothing. And I feel like they took them out there and they killed them, but I believe they killed the children first. I do believe they probably killed the children in front of the parents first, just to get that extra dig in there, So that's what I believe happened. They were found there. I'm not sure how anybody found them out in the desert. I'm not sure how that came to be. I'm not even sure if they've said that yet, what anybody was even out there looking for in the desert. But they have been out there for, this February would have been 4 years that they were missing. I wonder if they left them out there for any period of time and then came back and buried them, or if they just took them out there and just killed them right away, or what happened. And we'll never know. We'll never know the answer as to what happened to the McStay family. Look back there on the couch. The pillows, Mr. Furley has really just tossed those pillows around, and he's got that cover all, So I don't have a messy couch. That's thanks to Mr. Furley. He's been back there playing. I just had to point that out because it's bugging me as I sit here and I'm able to see it. So if you're like me, it's bugging you too. So just pay no attention to that back there. And these McStay children were very, very cute. I wonder what happened to them. And I can remember it being on Nancy Grace, and on CNN and stuff about what happened to the McStay family. And I think somebody even wrote a book about it. I believe a man wrote a book about it as to, what could have happened, the disappearance of the McStay family. And, of course, his book, is out on the market. And it does not have this ending because at the time he wrote the book and had it published, they were still missing. So that would probably be a very interesting book to read to see what his theories are in it. And I'm assuming that we will never know. As far as his family says, they're not saying anything about any kind of drug lord involvement or anything like that, And even if there was, they might not say if they did know. Or it's more than likely possible that nobody knew. They probably had some kind of secret lifestyle. I don't know. But anyway, at least we know what happened to Joseph McStay and his family. And until next time, bye-bye.